In Spaceduck, we have the concept of categories, and in order to access your categories, you can either press C on your keyboard or just go to the categories section from the left-hand side menu. Categories are similar to databases in other tools like Notion. However, we have our own approach and philosophy towards how you should use categories. Categories are global to your items, so it doesn't matter whether your items are a part of a space or inside your drafts. You could assign them to any item anywhere. The concept of categories is to classify and group similar items together, essentially categorizing them, while assigning custom properties to them. So here's a very, very basic example of categories for my movies collection. I'm mostly just interested in directors and genres, and I've assigned two custom fields. One is a single select and the other one is a multi-select, which I've named director and genre. If I actually open this item up, it's going to open it up in a different tab. Categories also appear on the right-hand side of this item, which I can actually go through and modify it from here. So we're going to close this. Let me show you another thing. You can see we have two categories right now, users and movies. I can access by going to my global search and going at category and one of the categories that I'm interested in. So if I go movies, then I shall see all the movies. And if I go users, then it's going to show me all the items that I've named as users. All right, in order to create a category, you can simply just click on new category. We're going to create one called user research. And once you go inside of user research, then you could start assigning custom properties. I'm mostly interested in a date field. I'm just going to call this date. I am also interested in who the moderator was. Right. But in this very specific category of user research, I want to create a relation between anyone that I add over here to the user personas that I'm conducting the research on. So I could come over here and I could go to relation. I'm going to call this persona, and I'm going to create a relation to my users. Then I'm going to go to the place where I have all of my studies at the moment. These are usability studies. I'm going to select all three and assign them to the category of user research. Now I have two different ways to add the properties to these categories. I could either do it from here. So whatever date that I conducted this research, I could go to that date and add it in here like this, add the moderator and add a relationship. When I do add a relationship, if I click on this, of which it would take me to the document that I've connected to. When I open that up, we can see that a backlink is now created to this document from my categories. The other way that you could fill out your category items is to simply go to the actual category area and add the details all from here. And just like this, I've now established relations between the items that I wanted to. I have a bird's eye view on everything that I want to see about these categories. And I've established relations between the categories that I wanted to. And just like as I mentioned before, if I go to users over here, and if we open up our creative strategist at some point, we can see the backlink to this file that comes from our category. And this is how you use categories inside of Spaceduck.